Welcome to the Contemplative Meditation. I am Reverend Melissa McQueen-Simmons, the virtual pastor and spiritual director for Holy Ground Spiritual Center, and welcome. I am glad you have decided to join us today. Know that where you are at this time and at this space, in this moment, is where you are supposed to be. So we continue our meditation with the series from the Interspiritual Meditation, a 7-step process from world spiritual traditions. And if you have been following us, this is what we have been using as our guide. And if you take a minute to go to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to find each of them. We began in October. The first step was motivation. Step 2, gratitude. Step 3, transformation. Step 4, compassion. Step 5, mindfulness. And today we are on step 6, meditation. Meditation. I want you to take a minute to gather yourself because this is going to be an intentional time to pause, to relax, to reflect, to rest, and to write. A moment to gather yourself, if you will, in a peaceful state, in peaceful body, in peaceful mind. Some of you may even move during this meditation. Some of you may walk. Some of you may even run during this meditation. This is the perfect time to journal if you journal, and the perfect time to lay down or sit, however you feel comfortable. So at this moment, I want to encourage you to get comfortable. Even if it means gathering things that make your space feel like home, a chime, crystals, additional sound, incense, light, a candle. After you've gathered and created your space so it feels like home, I want you to pause in this moment and rest in this moment. As you pause and reflect on this moment, this is also the perfect time to Offer a prayer if you want to offer a prayer. This is also the perfect time to honor your ancestors by calling their name into this sacred space. This is also the perfect time to chant if you're someone who chants. And if there is an affirmation that you say to yourself that encourages you and moves you, keeps you living and thriving in love and light and peace and hope, this is the time to also offer up that chant. For those of you who write, I always use my cards of empowering questions for those of you who would like to journal during this time. And for those of you who are not so comfortable in the silence in your thoughts, sometimes having a question will also give a little comfort and a little peace during that time. So, the question for today is, I always just pick a random one. How would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? How would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? For those of you who are journaling, this is your journal prompt. How would how would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? And I'm going to type that, and I will bring it up occasionally, especially in moments when there is longer silence. All right. I'm going to bring this to the screen shortly. How would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? How would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? In light of Women's History Month, as we pause and reflect in the various ways we can make the space home, I encourage you to bring attention to the women who have empowered you, the women who have motivated you, the women who have been there for you, the constant, consistent presence that have kept you, that holds you, that guides you. As we pause and reflect, some of you have prayed to the divine of your understanding. I begin with gratitude. I thank you for this day. I thank you for this breath. I thank you for this energy. I thank you for this movement in my mind, in my body. in the very essence of me and how I was created to be and live. My affirmation is I am enough and I am a big deal. I am enough and I am a big deal. I want each of you to have your own affirmation that reminds you that you are who you are and you got what you got to keep doing what you do. I set a reminder to myself and it shows up twice a day because sometimes we can get stuck in our thoughts that don't move us in the way that we desire or could be moving in a healthier way. That was my prayer. That was my chant. And to my ancestors that are around me, to the angels that protect me, to the ancestors who guide me and influence me, that are a part of me, I thank you. And to the prophets that I follow and principles that I believe, I thank you. I hope you had time to pause and reflect as we move forward to the next part of this meditation. There are so many ways to meditate and bring attention to the center, bring attention to your heart. Meditation can offer us a moment to rest, to get peace, a moment of tranquility, a moment to settle our minds. Meditation can feel like the calm abiding in us, with us, and around us. Meditation can offer some stability. We can use meditation that way, just to relax us, being in a still, purposeful moment of mindfulness, a way to release stress, to even calm our heart rate down, lower our blood pressure. And we can also use meditation for insight, for analysis, for wisdom. So meditation can be used to relax and regroup, a moment of tranquility, a moment of focus, a moment of mindfulness. And meditation can be used for insight, analysis, and wisdom. That moment where you listen and maybe ask the ancestors or the divine of your understanding or the prophets that you follow for help, for guidance, for assistance on a new idea, a new job, a new thing. Take this moment to use this time for what you need to use that time for. We are responsible for how we care for our mind, our body, and the energy that is within us. We are enslaved by habits of our unexamined mind, per the author and teacher, Pamela Ayo Yetunde. There are some habits that we have that we have not brought awareness or attention to. And sometimes embedded in our DNA are the answers, is the history that tells us who and why we do what we do. We look like what we look like. We show up how we show up. Allowing yourself to pause and reflect and relax and have an intentional pointed focus allows your mind to be at peace and tranquility. Creating a space for meditation also creates a sacred space to listen for the wisdom that your people have been trying to get to you as you have been moving, or possibly too busy to hear, too busy to feel, too busy to see. Meditation is a powerful tool as it helps us connect to our spirituality. And for those of us who are religious, meditation and prayer and contemplation can coexist, each of them coexisting allows us to be more present, allows us to be more wise, allows us to be in control of what we bring into our mind, our body, and our spirit. We are enslaved by the habits of our unexamined mind. Contemplation and meditation and prayer are all necessary. Meditation allows us to examine our mind. I offer you this chant if you are ever in meditation, so the ancestors can hear what you need, so the divine of your understanding can hear what you need. May I become wise through meditation. May I become wise through meditation. Say that a few times. To become wise through meditation, you open your ears, not just your physical ears, but your third ear, if you will, your third eye, if you will. You're able to see beyond the surface. You're able to hear beyond the surface. You're able to look within yourself. This time is not about anybody else, what anybody do to you or for you or with you. This time is about looking within to hear what you need, to feel what you need to feel, to bring attention to the reoccurring thoughts that you have, to allow your angels, the divine, the prophets, your ancestors to speak to you. This also allows for you to just be able to hear and remember something that you may have simply overlooked. And it was finally able to catch up to you. This book offers a few meditations. This is called Resting in Heart Center. We enter this meditation with a calm and relaxed focus on our breathing and with the mindful observer operating in the background. Let your awareness follow the flow of air as it enters your nose. Allow your consciousness to ride on the subtle energy of this refined breath as it nourishes and enlivens all the cells of your body. Pay attention to the air as it passes through your nasal cavities, gently moving down the back of your throat, past your larynx, and into the top of your lungs, filling and expanding them. As the air penetrates deeply in your lungs, your awareness follows it, becoming conscious of the stream of air connecting and passing from the end of your nose deep into your breath center at the bottom of your lungs, deep in the belly, pervading the whole of your being, even expanding beyond your body into the space around you. Turn on the internal light of mindfulness, allowing it to passively observe the arising of any extraneous thoughts, emotions, desires, or memories. As you notice these, simply release them, allowing them to float over the horizon of your sky like mind. As you repeat this process with each inhalation and exhalation, your consciousness gradually begins to depart from the sense organs, becoming concentrated in the heart center. Let it remain there, delicately cradled in the center of your chest as you continue this subtle breathing. This is meditation. The seeing and feeling and movement of your breath as it moves through your body and rests and release itself in heart center. And as we move into a little deeper meditation, with your consciousness resting in the center of your chest, Feel the beating of your heart as it pounds and reverberates within you. Now silently give rise in a prayer, a sacred word, or syllable vibration within, and arising from your stomach, finally resounding within the subtle center of your being. As you say this prayer, word, or syllable with sacred intent, feel it vibration and saying itself from the depths of your being, allowing your consciousness to be fully focused on it. This is a delicate practice, for you are emptying, releasing, and allowing your finite consciousness to give way and dissolve into care and external consciousness in the very essence of your being. This will take practice. This will take patience. It is a delicate dance with the divine that cannot be forced or hurried. Simply relax into this state of being and allow it to happen. Empty your limited nations or notions of self and the absolute. Gradually, your self emptying along with your prayer, word, and sacred syllable will start to say itself as you are gently bathed in the divine mystery that lies within you. You are in control as you move and inhale and exhale this breath, as you hold this breath, as you are reminded of why you have this breath. Through the purity of our intention and the sanctity of our own mystic heart, let us rest and close this section in a silent vow. May we become wise through meditation. May I become wise with meditation. For those of you who have joined and was looking for the journal prompt, it is how would I want people to remember me when I am no longer here? I'm going to read. It's called Instruct Me, Sir. Thus Narada approached Sanat Kumara. Contemplation, verily, is greater than thought. For the earth, as it were, contemplative. Heaven, as it were, contemplates. For the earth, as it were, contemplates. For the atmosphere, as it were, contemplates. Heaven, as it were, contemplates. Water, as it were, contemplates. The mountains, as it were, contemplates. God and human beings, as it were, contemplate. Therefore, the one who attains greatness has, to say, a share in contemplation. Small-minded people are quarrelsome, wicked, and slanderous, whereas the excellent have, so to say, a share in contemplation. Meditate on contemplation. One who meditates on contemplation as Brahman, their freedom will extend to the limits of the realm of contemplation. One who meditates on contemplation as Brahman. But, sir, there anything greater? Is there anything greater than contemplation? Yes, there is something greater than contemplation. Then please, sir, tell me about it. Wisdom. One knows, for by wisdom one knows heaven and earth, air and atmosphere, water and fire, God, human beings, and animals, grass and trees, right and wrong, true and false, pleasant and unpleasant, food and drink, this world and the other. All these are known by wisdom. Meditate on wisdom. Meditate on wisdom. May we become wise through meditation. In another reading by Chandogya Abnasashad 7:6, 1 through 7 and 2, says, one who meditates on wisdom as Brahman attains the worlds of wisdom and of knowledge. Their freedom will extend to the limits of the realm of wisdom. One who meditates on wisdom as Brahman. As we move about this month, know that meditation will make you wiser, and know that it is a practice. It is a practice. And in order to do a practice, it requires patience. And when it comes to meditation, the more you practice, the more comfortable you become. You'll be able to decide and enhance, add new tools, add new elements to your meditation. You may add chime, you may add candle, incense, you may add oils, you may add music and sound. You may even be able to practice in silence. You may use meditation just for rest and relaxation, for peace, for tranquility. And you may use meditation to listen. After your prayers, to listen for answers, for insight, for guidance, for wisdom from the divine of your understanding, from God, from the prophets that you follow, from the ancestors, from your body. I'm going to offer a moment of silence. during this time. Because sometimes silence is just what we need. Enjoy this moment of silence. It has been an honor to serve you today in this guided meditation. My hope and prayer for you is that you practice and use this tool as one of tranquility as well as one that allows you to become wise. May you become wise in meditation. Continue to practice till you may spring forth in your meditation, in your prayers, in your contemplation, mindful that all of them can coexist, and using all of them will enhance your spirituality, will enhance your connection with self, with others, and the divine of your understanding. Continue to follow us with Holy Ground Spiritual Center as we are intentional about your grounding, your holy grounding in mind, body, and spirit. Enjoy the rest of this day, this evening, this moment. Blessed be. Thank you for joining us today.